in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Air Force's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man? You know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw. It's Worthy. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Right back to the well. Made a defender miss. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Falcons will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Gonna run it. It's Herrera. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Woods. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Trying to set up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking to buy time. He'll throw it. Right on the money. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Toss sweep to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Worthy. Working that left side now. Well, guys, the Air Force has the lead here. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quick completion on the out. He puts them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Worthy. On target. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw again. Touchdown Falcons! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. And the return man is stopped, and now will leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Herrera. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Anger. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The throw. He's got it. It's a catch along the sideline. Didn't need much, but got enough. The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Falcons are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's got it! Touchdown, Air Force!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Worthy. He rifles one deep to the left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
And the Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts.
Gashes the heart of the knee. The 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Falcons!
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. To the air, it's Worthy. Makes the grab, it's Anger. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Takes the grab on the left. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision. gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's complete to the left. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house. They can build some momentum for some future games.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete on the right side. And they're able to make the tackle.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every...
There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Back to pass on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The sure hands, it's Selvia. What will they dial up on second and 8? A long way to go. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He's taking a deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.